The teacher warns the students to stay safe during winter vacation, emphasizing caution against the mysterious moon hermit. He sits silently, the book lying at his feet, while another student approaches. Concerned, he inquires, "How's it? Any clue?" while warning of dangers in human society. She gazes intensely, determined to find a safe place to recover her memory. He appears startled, realizing the presence of a human with wide yellow eyes. She leans in, questioning if he remembers anything, in front of a table adorned with red roses. Her curiosity deepens, pressing him about the significance of that day. His expression turns thoughtful, pondering if the event was indeed important. Their faces draw unexpectedly near, leaving him shocked and wide-eyed. With a playful reminder, she questions the consequences of broken vows, as he bashfully admits remembrance. She presents a dark contract, urging him to sign, leaving him in disbelief. The bold title slave contract looms ominously in her grasp. The aggressor blames him for his father's death, bringing their faces threateningly close. She declares the price of the contract, offering him a role as her little slave. Hesitant, he pushes back, claiming obligations, but is followed persistently. Her aura surrounds him, asserting he has no right to refuse her demands. She taunts him gently, suggesting alternative options if he avoids slavery. Amidst contracts, a fantastical choice of a hobbit contract surfaces, guiding him alongside her. She enjoys a whimsical scene sipping tea while various alternative contracts like Magic Maid and Devil Pet appear. Underneath a blooming tree, she tempts him with what he likes, overjoyed by her company. Conflicted, he fervently denies the choices offered, shaking his head emphatically. With an air of authority, she reminds him he must earn his keep, erasing any notions of a free existence. Her knowledge of human nature piques curiosity, explaining that moon hermit witches can fulfill endless desires. In response, he shoots a fierce glare, his eyes burning with intensity. She whispers that her fulfillment of his wish now demands he pays her price, ink in hand, ready to scratch his destiny. A mysterious woman with red eyes leans in close, asking teasingly, "Huh? Don't you desire to get more?" Her smirk hints at mischief. A young man with dark hair sits on a throne, pondering, "I thought you have forgotten everything." His expression is thoughtful, yet wary. The woman with dark horns and a confident stance assures, "Ahem. This kind of thing, of course, I remember it." Her tone is playful but firm. Her eyes widen suddenly, sensing something amiss. She whispers to herself, "Somebody is coming." The young man finds himself alone on the throne as shadows swirl around him. Confused, he wonders aloud, where did she go? On the floor, a paper reveals cryptic words, "Master Nick's slave," followed by more, "My desire." Mystery fills the air. Standing near a window, he hears a loud honk. His eyes widen in recognition. It's them! A hand reaches for a car door handle, accompanied by the respectful address, "Young Master, please." Politeness masks the tension. Two imposing figures stand as the young man braces himself behind a door, thinking, here comes the real demon. The teacher sharply instructs Chen Weida to return to his seat, breaking the tension. A charming individual enters with a cheerful, "Morning, she." The brightness of his demeanor contrasts the room's tension. Leaning forward, the cheerful one asks, "What do you want?" in a teasing tone, responding to She's cold inquiry. "Hey, don't be so cold." Walking down a hallway, he remarks, "After all, now I'm the only one willing to hang out with you in the family." She seems burdened by those words. Referred to affectionately as "my dear little brother," She's expression darkens subtly, sensing ulterior motives. She stands firm, his voice steady. "If you come from my house again, you can leave now." Determination hardens his features. Unfazed, the guest lounges comfortably, dismissing, "I'm not interested in those dull things," as he invites She to sit. His eyes glint with interest as he declares, "What interests me the most is you." A mixture of humor and intensity shines through. A gleam in his eye as he mocks, "Especially your aggrieved and cute expression." An unsettling tension fills the air. Proposing a challenge, he suggests, "Let's play a game." The air thickens with the weight of unspoken stakes. Overlooking from a balcony, the woman frowns in irritation. This human is so annoying, her disdain barely concealed. Chen Weida reluctantly walks away, muttering in frustration as the bell rings. Yet deep in thought, she reflects, "However, though I lied to him about the contract thing, but confusion clouds her recall. What is the consequence? Can't recall anything." A young man, indifferent and dismissive, declares his lack of interest, and tells the other presents to leave if there's nothing more. The brother, lounging comfortably with a hint of sarcasm, muses on his sibling's ruthlessness, a slight smile playing on his lips. With curiosity and a touch of mischief, he inquires about the location of the mother, musing whether he should seek out his aunt instead. The boy, visibly frustrated, resolves not to let his sibling disturb their mother, determination in his glare. Seeking clarity, the boy asks about the game, curiosity hidden beneath an exterior of calm indifference. An elderly man with a distinguished mustache presents a case, the snap of its clasps drawing the attention of the seated figure. Before him unfolds the intricate setup of star chess, a board filled with mysterious, ornate pieces that beckon him to challenge. He contemplates the celestial board, where the king piece's movement follows the guiding star signs, weaving a map among the heavens. The game's strategy involves cunningly positioning pieces, aiming to checkmate the king, a popular pastime in Dusk City. Left alone, Jinx sees an open book detailing the dangerous nature of moon hermits. An inviting smile blooms on his face, beckoning his sibling to join and step into the celestial battlefield. The brother, confident yet calculative, anticipates seeing his opponent's expressions upon losing, though the boy remains puzzled by his true intentions. With determination, the young contender agrees to commence the match, ready to embark on the strategic challenge. Deliberate in his choice, he places a piece on the board indicating his strategic approach, seated in a grand chair. A woman, adorned in a striking red dress, observes from a distance, intrigued by the unfolding game. Her view obstructed, she leans thoughtfully, mildly frustrated by the barrier preventing a full understanding. A crow caws unexpectedly, landing beside the boy, its sudden presence momentarily breaking his concentration. The sibling, curious about the bird's appearance, receives a curt reply. The matter is dismissed as personal. The game progresses, the board spinning with the complexity of the strategies, the boy maintaining a composed facade. His opponent, strategizing intensely, sees the current situation as unfavorable, locking his gaze upon the possibilities. As Jinx walks swiftly out of the classroom, his red scarf trailing behind, whispers follow him. A sly suggestion for a wager slips from the brother's lips, his playful demeanor belying the seriousness of the game. A shadowed figure, with piercing eyes and a raven perched on his shoulder, anticipates a deceptive maneuvers while contemplating a mysterious bet. In a luxurious room, two individuals face a chessboard. A wager is made involving freedom from disturbances and covering medical expenses for a loved one. The opponent demands more emotion, a subtle smirk betraying their desire for psychological gamesmanship. Doubt creeps in as the younger participant questions the stakes, wondering about the price of failure. The opponent's eyes gleam with greed as the stakes are raised, a house demanded as the price of losing. Anger flares, visceral and sharp, at the preposterous demand, the young contender's eyes burning with defiance. The opponent mocks the importance of family versus material possessions, trying to unnerve with manipulative taunts. Undeterred, the younger player handles a chess piece with calm confidence, dismissing the childish ploys. A silent observer, somewhat hidden, witnesses the resilience, silently approving of the unwavering focus. Observers wonder about his quick departure, guessing he's off to work part-time. The opponent, feigning apology, reassures that there's no repercussion for losing, but the insincerity is evident. Promises are made, conditional and laced with a prediction of foreboding events, causing unease to linger. A figure trembles with intensity. In the echoing shadows, the need for more emotional turmoil is palpable. An unsettling smile appears with demands for grievances, feeding on the tension in the air. Night envelops a lone figure, seeking comfort and safety from a missing paternal presence through a device. Fear escalates as an unseen threat looms, and desperate pleas for rescue punctuate through the stillness. Reassurance comes through the speaker, urging bravery and providing comfort, the voice of a protector. Concern mounts as the past dangers resurface. Questions about unseen creatures arise in a dimly lit vehicle. The beeping phone and desolate background amplify the isolation as a small figure stands vulnerable yet resolute. Rain cloaks a somber child in dark attire. A silent guardian offers shelter with an umbrella, protective and stoic. They pity him for his lost wealth, while he silently resents their gossip more than any legend of witches. A crowd gathers under umbrellas at a gravestone, bearing witness to the unexpected loss of a caring parent en route to their child. In the rain, a group huddles under umbrellas, discussing rumors. Doubts over a child's claim linger in the air, dismissed as mere jest. Underneath protective umbrellas, skepticism thrives. Fantasy is blamed, perhaps a child's ploy for attention, amidst a busy father's absence. The whispers grow darker. Accusations of misfortune linked to a young boy ripple through the rain-soaked streets, the branding of a jinx. With chilling intensity, a woman in red warns of dire consequences. Her eyes burn with the fervor of her threat while crows circle ominously. Inside a grand chamber, a confident figure commands attention. His opponent quivers, overwhelmed by the pressure of the game. A confident grin barely conceals a brewing scheme. Strategy unfolds with a simple move, setting the stage for a calculated triumph. An enigmatic woman observes, amused. The young opponent clutches a token of power, desperate for victory over the so-called witch piece. Doubt clouds the strategist's mind as realization dawns. Confidence wanes, raising questions about deception lying just beneath the surface. Amidst towering chess pieces, tension thickens. The strategist's face betrays growing unease, suspicions of a looming trap emerge. At a restaurant, a bowl accidentally crashes to the floor, spilling its contents. Intense eyes pierce through the air with determination. A hunch courses through him, suspecting treachery in his opponent's steady gaze. Realization hits with astonishing clarity. An act of feigned fear has deceived him. The witch piece remains beyond his reach. Contemplating a new strategy, the strategist focuses on weakening defenses. He plans a breakthrough, plotting revenge in future battles. Shock breaks the strategist's composure as his rival's calm defiance shatters expectations. The balance of power shifts decisively. Accusations fly, anger boiling over. He feels ensnared in a trap, outwitted at his own game by a relentless adversary. An air of unchangeable rivalry persists. His adversary, cool and composed, exemplifies enduring defiance and the unending cycle between them. Shadows of past battles envelop the two opponents. A chessboard, a personal arena, captures a history marred by conflict and deadlock. In close quarters, tension escalates as old habits resurface. The cycle of rivalry fueled by egotism and personal vendettas continues unabated. The Grand Hall hosts specters of forgotten duels. Observers fade into silhouettes, reminding them of vanity-driven conflicts spun of ambition. A chess piece stands ominously, embodying calculated stalemates. Defensive tactics hide a masterstroke, revealing weaknesses along the board. A student questions the necessity of the teacher's warnings, doubting the existence of the moon hermits. The chef, frustrated by Jinx's presence, hands him a bag and suggests he leave, blaming him for mishaps. Defiance erupts, accusations blurting out amidst strategies gone awry. The plan threatens to unravel, with each move magnifying impending doom. A young strategist contemplates, intent on gaining more time for a mysterious witch piece in his plan. His eyes gleam with determination. A brooding figure battles internal turmoil, urging himself not to smile, concealing emotions beneath a veil of darkness. The young strategist, now confident, confronts his rival. Accusations of arrogance become leverage for gaining precious time in the game. A woman with enigmatic allure acknowledges his intelligence, her expression both teasing and sincere, provoking a tense atmosphere. The brooding antagonist, overwhelmed, demands the strategist cease his unsettling smile, deeming it intolerably ugly. In a burst of rage, the brooding figure declares his disdain for the strategist's face, his voice raw with emotion. Anger spills over as the brooding figure lashes out, forcing the strategist against the desk. Bark demands for compliance, echoing harshly. Malice seeps into a whispered threat, the antagonist leaning menacingly close, hinting at dire consequences for disobedience. An elder figure approaches, attempting to intervene, but is sharply silenced by the antagonist, amplifying the tension in the room. A young boy, his thoughts heavy with self-reflection, stands with a package in hand, pondering if he's destined for solitude. The strategist, unwavering in his resolve, confronts the antagonist's arrogance, questioning his commitment and promises. Skepticism drips from the antagonist's words, dismissing any notion of a promise with the strategist, whom he deems cursed. The strategist vehemently denies being cursed, frustration mounting as helplessness takes a grip, immobilizing him. The mysterious woman observes, her demeanor playful yet sharp, comparing him to a pitiable creature, adding to his humiliation. The strategist, confused and despairing, questions the woman's presence, her intentions clouded in mystery. With a knowing smile, she reveals her power, having frozen the situation, her presence a catalyst for change. The antagonist feigns forgetfulness about the strategist's compromised position, revealing an unsettling dynamic. A raven-haired enchantress offers assistance, demanding humility and supplication, her tone dangerously enticing. Amidst the chaos, the strategist reflects on past protections, a chess piece symbolizing his shielded existence. A poignant memory surfaces, depicting a comforting embrace from the enchantress, offering solace amid strife. He labels himself a jinx, burdened by the belief of bringing misfortune. Determined, the strategist vows to protect his family, relying not on others, but harnessing his own burgeoning strength. Confusion unraveling, a young master's eyes widen, demanding clarity amidst chaos. As tension escalates, a figure elegantly rises, and a call for the young master echoes through the grand hall. With striking red eyes piercing through the tension, a command is issued for departure. Outside a mansion, a disheveled youth stumbles, cursing the unexpected turmoil he faces. Lost in thought, a reflection reveals doubt about the nature of reality, questioning illusions. A mysterious declaration introduces the enchantment of the Scarlet Zone, offering boundless potential. The allure of magic is undeniable, even in silent refusal. The body craves its intoxicating power. Curiosity flares as eyes meet, exploring the exhilarating sensation of wielding magic. A gentle protest emerges, the power of independence still faintly flickering beneath the surface. A cat meows persistently, catching his attention as he walks down the street. Searching eyes seek answers, probing into past memories for hidden connections. In the dim glow by the car, desperate thoughts churn, affirming unresolved conflicts with Renshi. A haunting inquiry reaches further into childhood, seeking secrets buried in the past. The touch of a hand brings gentle insistence, coaxing honesty about concealed truths. An air of faint surprise lingers as the presence of life is discovered within the house. Concern edges into the words of a woman, genuine care softening her gaze, inquiring well-being. The gentle acknowledgement of mom reveals a tender family connection, full of warmth. The unveiling of a past savior connects threads of gratitude and assistance, bridging past and present. Reflecting on sacrifice, humility mixes with appreciation, embellishing a scene of reunion. A whimsical moment exposes a humorous truth, captioning an unkempt witch with newfound embarrassment. The feline's cries grow more desperate, halting him in his tracks. Amidst sheepish apologies, an offer of hospitality brings levity, directing towards necessary comforts. A girl with long black hair stood under the rushing shower, deep in thought. Her eyes reflected uncertainty as she sensed a vital task left undone. Standing alone in the shower, she pondered the mystery of her lost memories, determined to uncover them soon. Nearby, a young boy sat on a chair while a woman watched him thoughtfully. The woman questioned the boy's state, implying something mystical about him. The boy reassured the woman of another's character, conveying that the person in question was indeed good-hearted. The woman and the boy were startled by the abrupt entrance of the girl wrapped in a towel, visibly confused about her missing clothes. The girl questioned the boy about her attire. He casually mentioned washing them, leaving her bewildered about wearing a towel all day. Apologizing for the mix-up, the woman offered an alternative from the cloakroom, leaving both the boy and the girl in mild embarrassment. The girl emerged dressed in an oversized shirt, while the woman suggested another change. Smiling thoughtfully, a new presence entered, drawing attention with a familiarity that stirred past memories, reminding them of previous occurrences. He kneels beside the cat, warning it of his supposed bad luck, yet the creature remains unfazed. They recalled escorting a wounded man, covered in mysterious markings, into the house, symbolizing a haunting past. The woman confessed the shirt's sentimental value, hinting at its sentimental association with her husband. With unexpected camaraderie, the woman led the girl to find a more suitable outfit, leaving the boy observing their newfound harmony. The girl hesitated, but accepted the suggestion to try a new dress presented by the woman, who held it enthusiastically. In front of the mirror, the girl admired her transformation, despite feeling slightly out of place in the elaborate dress. The woman acknowledged the dress's beauty, yet admitted it might be a tad extravagant for the occasion. They both laughed and considered another option, hoping for a better match that would fit the girl's style. Observing from the doorway, the boy wondered if his mother's clothing would serve as a better choice for the girl. He contemplated the meaning behind his mother's expression, sensing unresolved matters veiled beneath her smile. The girl made a stunning appearance in a maid outfit, evoking surprise and admiration from the boy's wide-eyed gaze. The cat licks his shoe, clearly hungry, prompting a soft question from him. Playfully, the woman asked for the boy's opinion on the girl's new look, prompting a shy but impressed response. A woman introduces Nyx as a new addition to the household. She is now an elder sister to the boy present. The boy, distressed, refuses to accept Nyx as his sister and runs away, leaving the women behind. The woman observes the situation calmly, noting that the boy remains a headstrong child. Nyx is asked for help and a temporary stay to look after the boy, her expression somewhat ambivalent. With concern, the woman hopes they won't be found again by the ominous them. Shadows of mysterious figures utter whispers, heightening the sense of lurking danger. Meanwhile, a young man lies unconscious on the ground, beside a cryptic symbol and red text. Nyx, feeling hungry, yawns softly, hinting at underlying exhaustion. She notices the boy's absence from home and hears about the Moon Hermit's case still being investigated. Compassionately, he offers food to the cat, displaying a rare moment of warmth. A radio advises citizens to avoid nighttime outings, yet questions linger about the boy's early departure. Nyx gazes out the window, contemplating the weather, a calm exterior masking her inner thoughts. A storm is predicted by dusk, with the rare winter weather contributing to a tense atmosphere. The boy pedals through, thoughts churning as he wonders about his mother's knowledge of the witch. Echoes of Nyx's introduction replay in his mind, the memory tinged with hesitation, yet acceptance. Reflecting deeply, the boy realizes his mother's acceptance and fondness for Nyx, contrasting his initial fear. A mysterious figure in white queries strangers with a sketch, searching for someone significant. The boy solemnly stands with flowers, expressing regret about not fulfilling expectations. Conflicted, he admits his struggles, unable to protect his family, with worsening circumstances. In quiet reflection, he kneels before a grave, acknowledging a witch's recent presence at home. A chilly breeze heralds the arrival of a mysterious woman in a flowing red dress. He finds gratitude in the witch's intervention, recognizing how she saved his mother and aided him. Amidst the backdrop of mystery, a young boy contemplates the rumors surrounding a witch, questioning her true nature beneath a tranquil sky. Curiosity mingles with concern as he ponders the witch's identity, perhaps altered by memory's loss, hinting at a deeper connection. A sense of longing fills the air as he stands before his father's photograph, silently wishing for guidance in offering shelter to the enigmatic figure. In a warm interior, Nyx's illness is noted by a concerned companion, while laughter bubbles unexpectedly, adding lightness to the day. A darkened path offers no answers to the boy searching for traces of the witch's presence, the murkiness leaving more questions than answers. Determination hardens his resolve to seek truth alongside Nyx, the thought galvanizing his steps forward. At a gravestone, the boy seeks closure and clarity, haunted by the shadow of a father's accident tied to an unyielding curse. Lone tears fall as trust is promised to the departed, a vow whispering through the night air. Strength becomes his mantra. A promise to protect his mother evolves under a canopy of determination. Her presence is enigmatic, her eyes capturing the boy's curiosity. Sighs echo within intimate quarters, sparking curiosity about a protagonist's thoughts in the presence of a silent observer. Reflecting beneath the moon, his mother's tale of encounters and loss unfolds, linking past tragedies with ominous experiences. Realization dawns in quiet contemplation. Perceptions begin to shift regarding the young boy's situation. With a note of sadness, she recounts how mocking voices altered Shi's sensitivity, triggering waves of transformation in his heart. Memories of a distant night mirror the present, shrouding the events in a darkness both peculiar and profound. Haunted by fear, Shi confronts a realm of observing eyes, the darkness amplifying his phobia. Accusatory voices crowd the memory, painting a picture of societal judgment and isolation. In a classroom of dismay, whispers of blame surround Shi, leaving him solitary amidst a sea of misunderstanding. Overwhelmed, he cries out against the noise, a desperate attempt to find silence and peace. Battling the shadows, he finds resolve within the storm, embracing this darkness as just another part of his journey. Another student dismisses the term moon hermit, suggesting witches as a more fitting name, while rumors stir about their reality. Bewildered, he wonders about her identity, feeling an inexplicable connection. Confidence unshaken, he boldly claims freedom from fear, a newfound assurance carried through the pouring rain. A young man stands beneath a darkened sky as droplets cease falling. He's sensing the mystery in the air. In the eerie twilight, silhouetted against the full moon, a figure appears, whispering a name that echoes with ancient power. The figure beckons with a confident smile, offering the warmth of homecoming, her gesture filled with promise. Turning away, the figure's voice carries an enticing offer, a contract of unknown outcomes, leaving questions lingering. Firm in resolve, the young man looks up, declaring an intent to protect the vulnerable, confronting the unknown force. From the shadows, an unusual owl-like creature observes, caught between fear and curiosity about its own nature. With a commanding presence, she counters his resolve, challenging the limits of human will, her eyes unyielding. Her reasoning is sharp, demanding ambition as the price of possession, urging him to reveal his deepest desires. A cherished smile emerges in his thoughts, representing something precious to defend, a symbol of unwavering resolve. An accidental collision causes her to stumble, yet she quickly regains her composure. Before him, a grand estate looms, a testament to his responsibilities, a fortress of what he longs to safeguard. Her agreement comes with a sly grin, a declaration of selective enslavement, playing upon his hidden desires. Her promise is lavish, an offering of boundless fulfillment to lure him deeper into the unfolding tapestry of fate. A subtle interaction ensues, as a triangle marks a bond between them, solidifying a new reality with a calm assurance. Proximity grows closer, her whisper of possession mingling in the air, signifying the turning point in their connection. He turns away, marked with a symbol of eye-like mystery, a silent transformation beginning, like a fading echo. Alone, he questions the implications of their interaction, seeking understanding beneath layers of enigmatic intentions. A gentle knock heralds her presence, and with casual grace, she enters, dismissing protocol with an easy command. On the table, the insidious words slave contract blare, catching his startled gaze as complexity deepens. The contract details a surreal amalgam of fantastical agreements, raising alarm at its unexpected novelty. The air grows tense, with a subtle indication of something supernatural, as the cat growls instinctively. In despair, he bemoans his choices, grappling with perceived corruption while she watches in silent, amused patience. In the dimly lit room, Nyx, with her mysterious allure, seems lost in thought, pondering when the last occurrence happened. The young man contemplates Nyx's sleeplessness, a gentle smile playing on his lips, hoping she falls asleep once more. He carries Nyx in his arms with a tender embrace, her elegance contrasting the simplicity of his attire. He muses how light Nyx feels in his arms, her presence both delicate and ethereal. In an eerie landscape, a young version of Nyx, dressed in a striking red dress, hears a call for her. The younger Nyx comforts a shadowy figure, assuring them they are safe from any threats. An unsettling image appears, inverted and captured within a window, marking the capture of something elusive. Standing on a sunlit floor, the young man confides in Nyx about the strange occurrences lately, seeking answers. He explains rumors connecting these anomalies to witches, hoping to find clues to restore Nyx's memory or confront a mysterious entity. Shocked, he mutters the word witch, his mind racing with disbelief. A solemn Nyx listens as news of another incident regarding moon hermits unfolds, leaving victims' fates unknown. Determined, Nyx insists on joining the young man despite potential risks to her identity. Nyx warns of the dangers their clan poses, expressing doubt about his capacity to cope with them. A light-hearted moment follows as Nyx suggests he should dress more formally, while he playfully protests his lack of options. Nyx appears disguised in detective attire, humorously asking if her outfit meets approval. The young man agrees to a pact, and she teasingly suggests drastic measures if her identity is uncovered. Laughing, Nyx reassures him it was only a joke, leaving him to reflect on her true nature. As they leave, an enigmatic figure in white advises vigilance, while Nyx dismisses their verbosity with confidence. Nyx, with a glint in her eye, notes traces of magic used in their surroundings, heightening the mystery. Her eyes, now crimson, reveal secrets of night vision, offering a glimpse into a hidden world. An irritated passerby dismisses her rudely, showing the cruelty of strangers. With a thoughtful gesture, Nyx employs her night vision capabilities, while the young man watches in awe. The detective, with crimson eyes under a wide-brimmed hat, explains how magic users can be traced through nearby objects, holding sunglasses with a knowing gaze. A young man, dressed warmly, offers the glasses back to the detective, revealing they can see power reflections, a vital tool for their mission. The young man, eyes wide with realization, adjusts the glasses, surprising himself with the intensity of what he perceives, his yellow scarf contrasting his black hair. Suddenly, engulfed in darkness, he confronts a monstrous shadow, its terror palpable and overwhelming, sending chills down his spine. He questions what he sees, sensing the creature's sinister nature, while the detective remains close, observing with intense focus. The detective dismisses the shadow as an inferior magical creature, clearly unimpressed and unfazed by its presence. A lingering curiosity arises, pondering the source of a faint but recognizable power, as the young man looks contemplative, silent in thought. With a teasing nudge, the detective reassures, knowing the sight can be daunting, but understanding how astounding the experience is for newcomers. Observing from afar, a girl recognizes Ren Shi, confused and somewhat distressed by his unexpected presence. The boy's attention shifts back, the food still secure in his arms, as if protecting a treasure. Her gaze shifts to the detective beside him, unanswered questions swirling about this mysterious companion cloaked in intrigue. The girl stands at a distance, suspicion and curiosity mingling as she wonders about their unexpected rendezvous. Murmurs among onlookers hint at unexpected disruptions in Dusk City, peace shattered by recent unsettling events. A scholarly figure expresses fear not of the creatures but of something more menacing, the acronym XKL hanging ominously in the air. Beside him, a wise elder, cloaked and experienced, identifies this threat as a notorious organization, their reputation infamous. A shadowy league known as the X-Killer League is described, powerful yet uncontrolled, more myth than humanity. They lurk with lethal intent, their mere presence threatening to plunge any hopeful sanctuary into hellish chaos. The scholar, face marked with skepticism, considers these accounts mere legends, though unease lingers in his expression. Fears escalate regarding the Moon Hermit's return, threatening the fragile peace Dusk City clings to. Tension crackles in the air. The detective's determination blazes fiercely, condemning the threat with fiery conviction, resolved to take drastic measures. Concerned, he gently asks if she's all right, their eyes meeting for the first time. A surge of urgency grips the detective and Renshi, forcing them into action, hands clasped as they sprint away, leaving onlookers in confusion. A young man with wide, golden eyes exclaims inwardly, startled by the sudden appearance of a familiar classmate. Elena dashes away, her green cloak billowing behind her as she races through an open gate. The young man halts abruptly, questions swirling in his mind, his breath visible in the cold air. Two friends converse on a quiet street, pointing out a classmate, Ren Shi, with curiosity. The playful pair exchange sweet words, one blushing, their closeness radiating warmth and affection. The young man pivots quickly, murmuring apologies, distancing himself from unseen observers. Suddenly he is startled, eyes wide, as he senses a figure looming behind him, whispering a name. A mysterious encounter unfolds as one confronts another against a brick wall, the question of identity pressing. The taller figure laughs softly, admitting being discovered long before, adding mystery to their character. Her voice, barely a whisper, speaks of hunger, an odd fragility in her tone. The dark-eyed individual offers a chilling remark, hinting at the potential danger had the intentions been malicious. Confidence and insight shine through as the enigmatic figure acknowledges their vulnerability, yet remains unfazed by threats. Puzzlement arises with a name spoken softly, contrasted by a sharp demand for identification from an intense gaze. Observations from the still-hidden young man mix with suspense, pondering the strangers he observes from afar. A courteous offer to remove a mask suggests deeper intrigue and a desire for genuine revelation between the two. An unexpected interruption erupts with a loud clap, confusion evident as the young man questions actions taken. Curiosity mixed with mild annoyance fill the air as the white-haired figure acknowledges the young man's presence with surprise. The conversation turns to assumptions as one jokingly refers to the young man as a younger sibling, causing irritation. Friendliness is quickly countered by exasperation, disagreements over familial terms sparking comical conflict. A confusion lingers as questions about familiarity and humanity arise between acquaintances, complicating their interaction. Suddenly, her demeanor shifts, revealing crimson eyes and fangs, shocking him. With a resolute denial, truth unfolds as it's revealed one of the enigmatic figures hides a mysterious, non-human identity. A young person in a yellow scarf with wide eyes wonders about a mysterious connection to XKL, while another character, eyes gleaming with uncertainty, offers a vague denial. A figure with striking white hair warns sternly against pursuing memories, their expression stern yet calm against a backdrop of darkness, enhancing their enigmatic presence. Under a brown hat, a poised individual recalls a recent encounter with a girl, invoking a sense of mystery and unfinished business. An encounter reveals a circle of magic, sensed by a concerned onlooker, shrouded by disbelief and intrigue, suggesting that ordinary appearances can be deceiving. The primal fear of predation resonates as a person slices a fine piece of meat, unsuspectingly bridging the gap between predator and prey in an overconfident world. In the soft glow of sunset, two figures discuss a trace of magic left by Elena, their silhouettes hinting at the deeper mysteries waiting to unfold. The assurance of magic's presence, though unstable, adds an air of suspense as two characters deliberate, their serious demeanor underscored by the magnitude of the revelation. The possibility that the missing memories interlink stirs unease between two observant minds, who suspect shared fragments of a larger, haunting narrative. A simple but determined plan is set as the character proposes visiting someone's house, their resolve lighting a clear path through the swirling uncertainties. Anticipating disaster, he braces himself only to find nothing happening as expected. A rare, gentle gaze contradicts the widespread hostility around, leaving a character to wrestle with the question of why their connection feels uniquely significant. Shadows deepen with warnings about moon hermits, while citizens move cautiously under the descending night, setting an ominous tone for the unfolding story. In the foreboding woods, a lone girl named Victoria pleads into the darkness, searching desperately for an absent companion, her face etched with worry. Concern rises among bystanders, discussing the latest incident of a missing child, while guarded glances warn against the times and the unspoken threats lurking. A wrought iron gate stands as concerned figures plead with officers, insistent that staying out all night is unlike Alina, and fearful urgency grips those present. An assurance from law enforcement members offers cold comfort, their promise of future assistance unable to erase the immediate dread felt by worried loved ones. Frustration marks the air as a figure questions the efficiency of XKL, yearning for the dedication of knights, the futility of the words mirrored in their strained expression. Two clad figures ponder strategic choices on finding someone, Nyx's deductive prowess invited into the grim puzzle of disappearing children. A brow furrows, temper rising with frustration over uncertain whereabouts, tempers slightly flaring in the journey to unravel the truth. A gust disturbs passerby, catching attention unexpectedly, as an unexpected realization sparks a mix of both fear and hope in someone's face. A skeptical boy points out that there's no online buzz about supposed deaths in a nearby city. Instead, she savors the encounter, remarking on its sweetness, leaving him puzzled yet unharmed. Urgency propels them forward, footsteps quick and determined, the call to action embodied in their swift strides as they move purposefully toward answers. A young investigator and her companion ponder the whereabouts of a mysterious girl, with curiosity etched on their faces. Under the towering transmission lines, a figure in a white top hat contemplates with a knowing smile, hinting at a quick solution. The investigator duo deduces there's been a recent fight, and suspicions rise about an enigmatic presence. The detective, focusing intently, concludes it's the work of a magical creature and another mysterious hermit, surprising her sidekick. A red silhouette looms ominously, while the companion reassures that their classmate is still safe, prompting a hopeful inquiry. The sidekick learns about a tracking spell called the Candy House Tag, left on someone, used for following their trail. Within the dark woods, a protective moon hermit is aiding a young girl, as indicated by a pointing hand. An unexpected monster guards the girl, causing a shocked reaction from the young investigator. Commanded with resolve, the detective demands the beast release its captive while the creature reveals its intimidating form. An inquisitive boy, his mind swirling with confusion, softly asks if she desires food. Amid the intensity, a fervent plea to free Elena breaks the tension, drawing attention from the detective. A shadowy figure, and the detective sense an uncanny feeling, mingled with frustration. The detective directs the sidekick to stay close for safety, met by a rather insistent denial from the accused little one. A shift as the detective dons her hat, cautioning against watching a creature revealed with striking horns. Acknowledge admiration surfaces for an impressive defeat against an injured beast, complementing the mystifying horned figure. Light-hearted boasting follows, claiming skill enough to slay an unharmed beast in mere moments, drawing a skeptical response. As night descends, reflections on fear during the monstrous encounter prompt playful teasing about past fright. With urgency, the detective requests the return of the rescued girl, preparing for an important inquiry. The young girl rests peacefully, spared from harm, while plans to let her regain strength are set. The horned figure, tired, decides to retreat for rest, instructing to be informed upon the girl's awakening. In silence, they sit together until the boy crawls towards a paper bag while under her watchful gaze. Alone in quiet contemplation, the observer wonders about the nature of the mysterious entity encountered earlier. A dark room envelops a girl lost in thought. Red hues evoke a haunting memory she can't shake. With a distant look, a figure contemplates Nyx's exhaustion, eyes clouded with concern. As she sleeps peacefully, questions of Elena's knowledge churn in the observer's mind. Urgency cloaked in shadows, someone whispers a warning. Don't get close to Elena. A loud crash jolts her, eyes wide with surprise and fear etched on her face. Silvery hair cascades down, while the name Victoria echoes through silence, marking presence. With urgency, she calls out, braids trailing behind her in desperate motion. Puzzlement surfaces as the name Victoria is linked to a mysterious moon hermit. Confusion swirls as she demands answers, eyes locked in anxious inquiry. With care, he offers the bag to her, simply stating, "Take this," hoping it may help. Elena wrestles with the reality of Ren'Si's unexpected presence, bewildered. Disorientation grows. Questions linger about Ren'Si's home being the setting. A flash of realization as she recalls Victoria, grappling with the mystery of her absence. A smile plays on lips as a girl with a marked face, possibly Victoria, becomes a key figure. Urgency returns with a heartfelt inquiry about Victoria's well-being. Suspicion arises whether this moon hermit is friend or foe, weighed carefully. Warnings surface about the dangers of moon hermits, layered with deceptive kindness. Conflict brews on whether to involve the Order Committee, contemplative eyes pondering. With tears threatening to spill, a desperate plea to defend Victoria's character erupts. Frustration melts as reassurance is sought. Tears turn to relief. She walks away, draped in shadows and red, leaving an impression in the narrow alleyway. Loyalty shines through her tears, pledging Victoria's role as the city's silent protector. In the dim glow of Dusk City, a boy with golden eyes contemplates the whisperings about witches and their role as protectors. Confusion clouds his thoughts. Sitting in a regal room, Nyx demands truths, her determination to uncover secrets evident in her confident gaze. Across from Nyx, a girl listens intently, surprise softening her features, her blue eyes wide with curiosity about the revelations unfolding. The girl, determined and trusting, declares her faith in Ren'Si. Her resolve shines brighter than doubt. Memories surface, and she remembers Victoria, the name of a savior. The incident with the monster remains vivid in her mind. The terrifying encounter with a monstrous being flashes back, but so does the relief of Victoria's timely intervention. Under the silver moon, Victoria's stern but striking presence is unforgettable. Their fateful meeting is etched in history. With tenderness, the girl reflects on the imposing yet soft-hearted moon hermit who became her steadfast companion. A realization crosses Nyx's face. Someone else has met a witch before. Confusion lingers about the witch's seemingly arrogant demeanor. Warmth surprises her. She finds unexpected comfort in the red scarf wrapped protectively. Injured from her heroic act, Victoria's recovery takes place in a cozy treehouse, nestled amidst nature's embrace. Initially aloof towards humans, Victoria's reluctance to converse softens, especially from her bed of recovery. Yet Victoria's threat to silence the child is met with innocent logic, a paradox of rescue and presumed danger. In a moment of unexpected levity, the girl witnesses Ren'Si's laughter, a rare and cherished sight. She recounts making simple promises, dismissing any notions of contracts or bindings with Victoria, instead forging trust. A pact of silence binds them, with Victoria's vigilant companionship as assurance against betrayal. Emotions run high as the girl defends Victoria's actions, recalling her bravery against the Phantom, despite its toll on her strength. The mention of the Phantom sparks concern in Nyx, questioning the nature of the menacing creature. An enigmatic figure, styled in white, emerges with an introduction as an artist, adding mystery to the narrative. The Phantom, a sinister creature born of ancient darkness, lurks as a formidable foe, preying upon humanity. Snowflakes fall lazily at an intersection and several days drift by. Victoria's role comes full circle. Her battle against these ancient threats, a testament to her strength and dedication to Dusk City. Towering above the city, the majestic Phantom fought against an ominous force, a relentless battle between mystical beings. A curious observer, with sharp yellow eyes, pondered the whispers of the name Phantom. Realization struck, eyes earnest, recalling a childhood memory possibly intertwined with these mysterious entities. Sitting solemnly together, Renshi shared mutual sorrow, eyes cast down, weighed by past burdens. Taunts filled the air, accusations of falsehood and misfortune surrounding Renshi, yet a resilient spirit remained steadfast. Tears welled up as apologies poured out, her clenched fists dripping guilt, seeking forgiveness. Remorseful, she revealed her regret for inaction, burdened by the past, standing in solidarity. Acknowledgement came from the dark-haired youth, understanding the consequences she would have faced. Seated across from each other, they recognized the truth wasn't sought, just a scapegoat for bottled frustrations. She struggles, supporting her mother's weight, but encourages her to persevere to reach the hospital. Gratitude emerged for a shared realization, appreciating knowledge of the Phantom's identity, sparking mutual gratitude. Concern shifted towards Victoria, the missing link, leaving questions unanswered about her whereabouts. The revelation of forgotten pathways hinted at untold struggles, memories slipping like sand through the fingers. In the embrace of nature, trivialities once forgotten were captured in the tranquil isolation of a treehouse. Amidst comforting camaraderie, the question lingered over the repetition of tales, a test of memory. Softly, an admission of forgetfulness punctuated the peaceful reading, vague recollections hinting at deeper woes. A dawning realization unfolded, connecting each battle with phantoms to a gradual decline, grief alongside bravery. Snowflakes fell gently as confusion reigned, the city lights revealing Victoria's uncertain return, memory scattered. A gentle plea to return home reached out, extending warmth in the cold, a beacon of friendship. Apologies intermingled with reassurances, emphasizing the inconsequence of forgotten paths over shared bonds. Worry shadows their faces as she contemplates their lack of money, her mother's cough echoing the urgency. In a heartfelt embrace, she expressed a desire to remember her companion above all else, a testament to enduring connection. The youth struggles with the overwhelming realization of memory loss and the suspicion of fate's hand at play. A comforting presence offers a moment of respite to Alina, urging her to rest while providing the promise of water. Nyx is consumed by concern, pondering the implications of her forgotten past and her recent tumult. A mysterious figure and the boy share a tense, significant moment, fraught with silent communication. As the boy's footsteps echo, memories swirl like a vortex from a darker time, hinting at buried secrets. Racing down a dim corridor, he confronts fragmented glimpses of his past, haunted by phantom faces. An urgent interruption breaks the tension as a door is flung open, revealing a startled, fierce-looking woman. Nyx finds himself face-to-face with the woman. Their names resonate with intensity. Her hissing breaths betray uncertainty and fear, while questions of familiarity linger in glowing eyes. Desperation overtakes him as his mother succumbs to coughing fits on the cold ground. In a poised command, she demands distance, wielding authority with a raised hand. His wide-eyed gaze betrays shock and caution, sensing her awareness and the gravity of their confrontation. Accusations fly as she challenges him on his late-night intrusion, invoking instinctive defensiveness. Relief floods through as recognition dawns. She remembers him despite the odds. Her eyes narrow with suspicion, questioning his intentions in provocative proximity. The boy's mind reels with validation. She recalls their bond and the unspoken contract. A playful yet scolding inquiry leaves her skeptical about his midnight antics. He tentatively seeks clarity, yearning to unravel the shared past that ties them together. Her stunned reaction leaves a tangible pause, fueling the enigma of their shared history. She challenges his memory, probing deeper into the origins of their connection. A book suddenly strikes him, interrupting his thoughts with a loud bang. Panic fills his eyes as he realizes he lacks a phone to call for help. The revelation of his past desperation to save his mother unveils layers of vulnerability and past entreaties. A figure, shadowed in mystery, clutches their shirt with emotion, recognizing their own forgettable existence. Whatever connection once existed, it has faded away, leaving a lingering emptiness in its wake. In dimly lit surroundings, two figures stand facing each other. One stares with expectant eyes, while the other's presence looms large and forgotten, veiled in obscurity, emphasizing their lost connection. Their first encounter is marked by uncertainty, closeness defined by a hidden intensity. Memories intertwine as their journey of familiarity begins, suggesting a bond rooted deeply from the onset. Reflection and confusion ride alongside the night. Questions emerge. A face deep in thought wonders about time and its passage, seeking lost moments that danced away unnoticed. Memories trapped like grains in an hourglass crumble slowly, pieces of past interactions begin to click together. Realization dawns too late, time having etched its mark unmistakably. A single soul, alone against the world, rests against a wall. Realization seeps into their posture, understanding that every tick since that fateful meeting has been significant. Conundrums swirl around a character, holding a simple mug, contemplating on mysteries of memory that only Victoria could unravel. A name holds weight against looming uncertainty. Under the canopy of night, the rustling path leads two travelers towards Dusk City. They wonder aloud how much distance lies before the city's embrace, the moon guiding their steps. Renshi, accompanied by a steadfast companion, braves the night with unease. The moon offers solace, yet his heart races anxiously like never before, propelled by the promise of the unknown. Strangers rush past, some expressing skepticism, questioning if this is a ruse. Observing two figures ahead, an inquisitive mind watches them walk, pondering what draws one soul to another. Questions arise about the companion's true essence and the weight of secrets. A mysterious figure embodies secrecy, capturing curiosity and wonder. The notion of a moon hermit, a being wrapped in enigma, adds layers to unfolding revelations. Venturing into the night, concern laces Rensi's expression, gazing with quiet care, ensuring reassurance in uncertain terrains. The sincerity is palpable in the lingering silence. The air of apology lingers as two companions pause beneath the stars, words spoken in gentle understanding. The walk is long, yet they draw strength from their shared journey. With determination, the male leans forward, offering a ride to conserve strength. An invitation tendered with the hope of reaching their destination that much sooner together. Warm gratitude and laughter fill the space between, despite tiredness. Her refusal is kind, insisting they nearly arrive. Hope and camaraderie lighten their path. Across the forest trail, companionship endures. She accepts the offer, riding piggyback, trusting their combined strength. Footsteps echo softly, mingling with dreams of dawn. Eager energy leads to a flushing warmth in her cheeks as they ride. An innocent heartbeat quickens in the hush of night, the closeness conjuring small embers of shared emotion. Questions of connection linger as they traverse through denser shadows. She wonders aloud, the questioning tone revealing curiosity over their elusive destination and markers of their path. A gentle hand rises to brush against windswept hair, uncertainty wrapping around her voice. Careful steps and whispered inquiries underline the delicate balance of trust. She calls out desperately, pleading for someone to summon an ambulance amidst the indifference. Amidst the tumultuous chaos of battle, monstrous forms clash, their menacing jaws wide open as metallic and fiery forces collide. Explosive clashes echo, defining the struggle in relentless conflict. A tense atmosphere surrounds Victoria and her companion as they hurry through a dusky setting. Urgency fills their stride. A sense of dread lingers in the air. Victoria's determination is unwavering, her grip tight on her weapon as she acknowledges the approaching menace with steely resolve. Curiosity and concern mark the girl's face as she reveals a mysterious tag on her neck, hinting at a temporary alliance that binds her to a certain place. With a subtle smile, Victoria promises to reunite if she survives the impending ordeal, leaving behind a sense of hope amid the uncertainty. The girl's eyes glisten with worry as she recounts Victoria's parting words to another, her faith tied to Victoria's survival. Guilt shadows the young man's eyes as he admits to past deception, confessing with a seriousness that suggests deeper layers to their connection. Under the moonlit sky, the two companions find themselves at a pivotal location, the girl pointing towards a destination that signifies new uncertainties. Gratitude warms her expression as she mildly bids farewell to Renyi, choosing to walk the remaining distance on her own. An undercurrent of anxiety tugs at her words as she seeks assurance, a quiet plea for a promise of return that hangs heavily in the night air. Some accuse him of deceit, dismissing his cries, choosing ignorance over compassion. A sudden glimpse in the distance prompts the girl to exclaim, her surprise mingling with a flicker of hope as she believes she spots Victoria. Danger emerges swiftly, with Renyi reacting instinctively to protectively shield his companion, alertness etched into his stance. A sinister apparition looms, causing Renyi's frustration to peak as he faces yet another phantom threatening their safety. A memory ripples to the forefront, depicting a woman imploring Renyi's help, her desperation echoing with familiar emotion. Renyi's mind reels with a sense of déjà vu, the scene unfolding with haunting similarity, tugging at unhealed memories. Reflecting in solitude, she lies awake, grappling with forgotten moments that elicit an unexpected anxiety, gnawing at her awareness. Disinterest shrouds her demeanor as she dismisses the significance of her thoughts, retreating back into her own world with careless ease. Cold eyes and an indifferent crowd surround, provoking frustration and helplessness. His plea for action punctuates the air, condemning the apathy of those around him. A glimmer of hope appears. He spots her amidst the crowd, her red scarf a beacon. Recognition dawns on him as he whispers, astonished, "It's you." He kneels before her, desperation coloring his voice as he implores her to save his mother. Her expression inscrutable. He questions if she possesses powers, a witch perhaps? He hears someone call him Jinx, demanding his attention. Desperation peaks as he offers anything in exchange, highlighting his willingness to pay any price. A mysterious feeling overwhelms him, as darkness with glowing eyes looms below. Under a blood-red moon, a girl with horns smirks, inviting challenges with unsettling confidence. The young boy pleads desperately, tears streaming, offering anything to save his mother. A sudden command to stop hangs in the air, as the horned girl's smile promises aid. In a swirling abyss, a final warning drifts. Cherish memories before they're lost. Gratefulness fills the boy's voice as he thanks her for his mother's salvation. The girl wanders through the opulent house, commenting on its grandeur. She turns playfully, questioning which room she should occupy for the night. Confusion tinges his response as he grapples with the unexpected inquiry. Two classmates insist he pick up the book, their expressions unfriendly. Her eyes challenge him, wondering if she's meant to venture down the mountain. A playful decision follows as she approves of a room with an enigmatic smile. Reclined and thoughtful, she asks if he's content, demanding pillows and a quilt. Flustered, he agrees, rushing off with an awkward assurance. In his hurry, he trips, meeting the floor with an embarrassing thud. Joyful and carefree, she rolls on the bed, relishing its coziness. He arrives, his arms full of bedding, but hesitates at the door. Observing her serene slumber, he leaves her to her dreams. Pondering deeply, he wonders if her exhaustion stems from saving his mom. He whispers a quiet goodnight, covering her with the quilt. He stares down at the fallen book, eyes filled with unspoken thoughts. In distant shadows, confusion looms as a figure searches, asking of an unknown presence. Amidst a chaos of shadows and crimson, a mysterious figure demands, "Who the hell?" Eyes wide open, filled with terror, suddenly awake. A startled woman questions a man leaning over her. What are you doing?" He explains nervously, "It's breakfast time," and surprised, she wonders, I did this? Blood trickles from her mouth, a stark drip tracing her cheek. Flustered, he apologizes. "So sorry, the blood is getting on you." Watching him leave, she notices his blood-streaked shirt, pondering, this boy. Observing him curiously, she acknowledges his unexpected humanity. A confrontational voice accuses him of still thinking he's important because of his wealthy background. He gazes at the stained glass window, recognizing the power of Moon Hermit. She suggests quietly from the bed, "You go first." Troubled, she thinks, "It's that thing again," and questions its essence. Over breakfast, he explains, "My mom is still resting, so only we two have breakfast." Curious, he asks, "You are a moon hermit. Why do you come to Dusk City?" Dismissing fear, he insists, "Not at all, though aware moon hermits are rare here." Reflectively, she admits, "I can't remember." Surprised, he repeats, "You don't remember?" Under a red moon, surrounded by enigmatic figures, she senses a lingering task. Reluctantly, she concedes, "But I can't remember it."